Dear friends in Jesus Christ, today's reading challenges us with many questions, especially in our social and spiritual life. It invites us to have profound faith in Jesus and to accept those who are socially neglected and to give them dignity. Gospel according to Luke chapter 5 verses 12 to 16 we find where Jesus encounters a man afflicted with leprosy, a condition that not only caused him physical suffering but also social and spiritual isolation. Because we read in Leviticus chapter 14 the social conditions of persons with leprosy, especially in verses 45 and 46 narrates that they must stay away from the society and wear torn clothes and cry out, "Unclean, unclean," while walking. What would be the mental conditions of those people? They are being rejected by their own family members, siblings, dear and near ones. In our lives, do we reject people based on their inabilities, sickness, and uselessness? Here, this man approached Jesus with a profound faith that Jesus can heal him. It reminds me of the sayings of Jesus in the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. "Come to me, all you that are weary and are carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." This man was carrying the burden of rejection, loneliness, and hopelessness. He pleads to him by saying, "Lord, if you choose, you can make me clean." He believes in his powers, at the same time submit to his will. Jesus would have healed him by his words, but he touched and healed him. Jesus knew the law not to touch a man with leprosy because he is unclean, but his touch not only heals him physically but also restores the man's dignity. We are invited to touch those in need, whether through our acts of kindness, words of encouragement, or offering companionship to the lonely and rejected. Jesus, after healing, asked him to tell no one. Although Lucan version does not speak anything about his subsequent actions, but Mark mentions in his gospel that this man went out and began to proclaim it freely. It clearly demonstrates that the faith experience of Jesus or the encounter with him must be proclaimed. First letter of St. Paul, chapter 5, verses from 5 to 13 we find that faith conquers the world. He mentions that our faith is that Jesus is the Son of God and in him there is eternal life. He is also the life giver. Thus, he is able to restore the life of the man with leprosy. Dear friends, like the leper, we are invited to approach Jesus with faith and surrender. Also, we are called to share Christ's compassion in our daily interactions, especially with those who are hurting or excluded. Let us experience the same touch in our hearts like the leper, which will restore our divine nature as the children of God. Let us submit to his will. He can do miracles in our lives.